They need somebody to
All right, now we have a different definition. The hero is not the person; it's the people that make heroism. A lot of times you see like one of these programs like CNN Heroes or something like that, and CNN will come in and say, "These are the heroes." And then people, what's the first reaction to being called a hero? A lot of people say, "I didn't want to be a hero. Don't look up to me. I'm just doing my job." It's the first thing firemen say. You rush into a burning building, you're a hero. Nope, just doing my job. Ask a cop. You saved a kid's life, busting up a crack house. Just doing my job. I'm not a hero. Just doing my job. Right? So we as a culture, and this is a statement about how we anoint heroes. And now let's look at how Native American culture does it. Combine it with Chandler's point that they don't have anything, right? And they're looking for anything. And they even get like an imperfect kid, and they're like, "All right, here's our one hope." He's actually immoral. And then their other hero is even more ridiculous. He makes is Silas Sirius the best basketball player to ever live? No, he made one basket. And that one single moment of victory is remembered forever because there's so few moments of other victory. And so they anoint him as a hero. And then let's look at the last hero. Lucy, right? A third grade girl is going to save the reservation with her super basketball powers.
In the same sense, they want to look for light and they want to try and get the reservation to have something positive to look forward to.
Yeah, they're not hopeless.
When those guys are sitting there drinking the same Pepsi for day in, day out, and having the same life, they want to have some sort of light, but at the same time, they really can't look as far into the future without having.
Are these guys bad people? What are the good qualities that they have? Take them off. Encouragement. They're kind of positive. Though we start with this mock suicide thing for fun. That was really weird. They're positive. They help each other to do what? Not drink. So they self-improvement. These guys actually are participating in life in a positive way. And in the end, when Julius Waymaker falls, what do they do for him? Yeah, they put it's a symbolic moment, but they leave the door open. They say, "Let's go somewhere," and then they go inside, which is symbolic. There's nowhere to go, right? And then they leave the door unlocked in case some crazy drunk Indian, I'll quote here, in case some crazy Indian needed a place to sleep. And in the morning, we found crazy Julius passed out on the living room carpet, and he's passed out from being a drunk, and he's like lying there, passed out, farting. That's our hero. But they put a blanket over him. They give him a place to stay. They do the little things that they can. So I don't buy the total criticism that they're lazy. Right? It's not fair to them to say that they're only lazy. They don't do anything to fix the problem. Maybe they don't do enough. That may be a fair criticism if you believe that. But they're doing little things here and there. Scott?
I just wanted to read the thing up if you want a paragraph on top.
Sure.
I only played one game drunk and it was an all-Indian basketball tournament after I got out of high school. I've been drinking the night before and woke up feeling kind of sick, so I got drunk again. And I went out and played a game. I felt disconnected the whole time, so I'm thinking you fit right. Even my shoes perfectly fit before most people. I couldn't even see basketball and basketball. They were more like ideas. I mean, I knew it was generally supposed to be, so I guess where I somehow or another scored 10. I think this is just sort of important to, I think it speaks more than just about a specific basketball game, just the concept of getting drunk, and there can be a lot of misleading things about it, like somehow or another I scored 10 points, and so whatever. I don't really know how it happened, and all these things sort of like ideas I couldn't really put my finger on anything, but it happened. And if you think about it, like what Jeff was talking about, I really like what he said about how if the light goes out, it's supposed to be looking right anyway. So it makes no difference to anyone whether you like drinking or not.
Mhm.
So it really probably made no difference to anyone if he got drunk and played the basketball game. He scored 10 points and, you know, whatever. It was just another game. And the person that probably had the most impact on it was himself.
Yep.
And you can't even remember anything about it. Just saying.
Responses? And then Mike.
Right in the middle, it says, even my shoes, which had fit perfectly before, felt too big for my feet. So, when he was drunk, like, he couldn't even fit his own shoes, but like that metaphor, can you fit the shoe or not? So, he digressed as a human when he was drunk.
If the shoes, yeah, fit in fit the right shoe or whatever means you're the right one. He's not. Yeah, he's not himself. He loses himself.
Now, what does this show you as a hero? He's being drunk, it's immoral, and that's, I mean, it's not right.
He's more of like an everyday guy because he ended up quitting drinking. Remember?
Yeah, but
In the end.
when he's playing a game and everybody's looking up to him and he's portrayed as a hero, then being drunk during a basketball game doesn't set a good example, nor does it give off a good message.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's not what a hero should be like. You don't see people in the NBA today going out and getting drunk, or your hero getting drunk before a speech or something.
So where do they go from 15-year-old Julius? Who's the next?
Yeah.
Third grader. Is she perfect?
No.
Listen to how she's described. Hey, look, ain't that Lucy girl? I saw that it was, page 53, a little brown girl with scarred knees wearing her daddy's shirt. That's the physical description we get of her. She's in third grade, and she's the hero, and she's already physically scarred on her knees. So she already has the mark of imperfection on her.
You're a warrior. First time.
Yeah. I heard she's so good she plays for the 6th grade boys team. So yeah, she's a little warrior. God, I hope she makes it all the way, I said.
I feel like just in general, this whole tribe, like they're like worshiping the femoral traits, like basketball or something, like it's fleeting. Like you could get hurt at any minute, or you can like, I mean, the chances of you going to the NBA or even college are really slight. I feel like their whole mindset is like that basketball is the only positive thing in this town, and not even really. No one has been successful with the basketball. Ultimately,
They're defining success by failure.
yeah, exactly.
But the interesting is they're defining success. They're making it bigger than it should be, right?
Yeah.
And that's what the Magic does, right? That's the point of the Magic. We start off right. I held the pistol to my temple. I used my other hand to flip Adrian off. Then I made a fist with my third hand to gather a little bit of courage or stupidity, and wiped sweat from my forehead with my fourth hand. There's a couple places where people fly, and some other magical stuff happens. And this is just like building it up, right? The art of storytelling using the magical realism can anoint something and make it bigger than it actually is. Someone has 4 hands instead of 2.
I completely agree with that. I see that as this tribe, their vision of a hero is completely flawed, and I guess dirty, and I don't know how to say it. It's unclear.
Do you think Sherman Alexie knows this in writing this story?
Yeah, I think he has all the intentions of.
Because a lot of people have this reaction to the story. If he's a good storyteller, he's told the story to make that reaction happen. And a lot of people say these people have the wrong idea. So maybe this is Sherman Alexie saying to his people, we have to start doing something else. And to us as well. And then maybe because we're the outside world, we're the place where they'll go to if they make it. Right? So maybe we can start going in there and offering something. Like,
But we also have a place to go if we make it.
and this has to do with context too. Education is unavailable and not taken seriously. College is unavailable unless you go to the tribal community college. This is large part for the central, west, north, and West Indians, not on the coast. I think some of those tribes have better systems in place.
I think just speaking about education, I can't find it right now, but it was interesting how when he went to school, he found that his mother's name was in the textbook. I think that's just interesting because I mean, obviously, like if we were still using the same textbook that my mom used, like we'd be so far behind. Like they're just not even trying to make any advancements. I feel like education.
If you think about it, the heroes, or in order to become a hero, you get out, and what they're really doing is getting out to where the villains live, because we're the ones who are the villains.
The one time he talks about the world outside the reservation, he refers to it as a place that has the wrong idea of heroism, and that's where they would want to send their people to go to school and get an education into that world. And so you're sending your people into a place where you don't feel they have the right ideas to be educated. There's a definite irony there. There's a definite anger among Native American communities about where opportunity lies and how going to get opportunity often means accepting a sort of white way of life rather than a native way of life.
And how we just took the land.
Yeah, that anger's not going away anytime soon.
I don't really think it's
Yeah, I don't think it. You know, a lot of times it can be negative though. Too negative, and it can become separatist, and that I think can be dangerous.
What is that?
I met a couple Native American guys when I was down in Arizona who wouldn't talk to me because I was white.
Are you kind of
Yeah. Well, I am Native American. I was friends. Yeah,
Oh.
friends in the Native American community. I don't look Native American, so he looked at me and decided I was white and wouldn't talk to me. So, and I finally got him to talk through my friend. I asked my friend a question to ask him. It was idiotic, and that's how he would answer me. And at the time he was I had this job at this magazine. And at the time he was trying to take it, and he successfully took it. He got my job because he went to it was a job that a Native American was supposed to have. It was through the Native American Studies Department. My mom is in the tribe. I am not in the tribe. Not because of blood quotient, but because my tribe, Penobscot, doesn't really accept many people into the tribe that don't live there. And even my mom, who's in the tribe, when she goes to tribal meetings, some people will actually, stand up and turn their back when she talks because she doesn't live there. Not because she's not native, but because she chose to live elsewhere.
She's dark.
Yes.
She's dark.
Yeah, long black hair, dark eyes, dark skin.
Oh my God.
That's your